is up, POW fam? And my name is Paul Aparatus, aka Paul POW, and welcome to round number 11 of the FIDE Candidates post-round analysis here at Pawn POW, a chess series of Paul POW. This would have been the one yesterday, but I've enjoyed so much in Patrons of the Arts. I cannot sleep enough. Like, I got home at around like 10 p.m. last Saturday, or like 10 or 11 p.m. and then slept at around 12 a.m. and then woke up at 8 a.m. and then have to go out again to go to Patrons of the Arts in one of the malls, in one of the convention centers. That is amazing. So once again, congratulations to all of the art merchants, everyone that does their merchants. Congratulations for a job well done here at on the Patrons of the Arts, and look forward to our Patrons of the Arts vlog on our vlog channel, POW Vlogs, for Paul POW Cost Adventure, which, yeah, that's right, the sub-series of Paul POW Cost Adventure, the Paul POW and the Arts. So that's going to be at Paul POW and the Arts on Paul POW Cost Adventure, so look forward to that. So that's the reason we didn't have this one last night, because I am so tired, the computer won't edit fast, and that's pretty much it. That's why we're going to catch up today, 11th round, tomorrow the 12th round, and then the other one is the 13th, and the next one is the 14th. So that's pretty much it. We're nearing the end, and besides, we've been doing this consecutively for the whole week since Easter Sunday up until April 11th, so we have to like kind of take a break or something. Alright, so let's not dilly-dally. Let's take a look at this game by the player of the day, Vaishali Rameshbabu. Yes, from the FIDE Women's Candidates Tournament, because all of the games in round 11 ended up to be a draw, and there's no player of the year or something. But yeah, so this one, Vaishali is playing as black, and she took on Aleksandra Goryachkina. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's what's that. So here we go, let's find out. So Aleksandra begins with pawn to d4, Vaishali goes with d5, knight f3, knight f6, c3, e6, bishop goes to f4, pawn c5, e3, queen b6, queen to b3, bishop d7, knight bd2, bishop e7, bishop e2. Okay, then they both castles. Pretty much the opening. I think it's all ready for this hold on. For this rook, because they might the rook is ready for development, but for this knight, pretty much it's still stuck here. But let's find out how. So rook c8, knight goes to e5, threatening this bishop. So the safest move is this bishop to e8, in which Vaishali made a move about that, and then bishop g5, knight c6, f4, knight goes to a5, and then there was a queen exchange, and now there's a double pawn situation for Vaishali, but at the same time it's kind of like open for the knight, somewhat like that. And f5, h6, bishop h4. You cannot go obviously here, because en passant, that's gonna be pretty much annoying. Or like, you know, did you see this one bishop, and then there's the rook over this one bishop there, so pretty much. So e takes f5 was the move. Rook takes knight c6, pawn goes to a3, bishop d8, and then rook af1, putting the pressure in this square of f6 right over here. Pretty much, look at this, like so much pressure over there. Then knight takes, rook takes e5. I'm kind of amazed. I don't think it's worth doing this knight. And then either way, you can go c5, c7 or h7, and then bishop, like there's gonna be possible of takes, and pretty much, or push pawn e4, somewhat, pretty much. Okay, rook takes, bishop c6, rook ef5, rook c7, pawn h3, rook d7, bishop g3, bishop c7, and then they takes rook e5, rook e8, rook f5, takes g6, d takes, b takes, pawn c4, king f8, c takes bishop c4, bishop c6. So ending is kind of complicated, but let's find out. Rook takes b6. Oh! So here, Aleksandra sacrificed the rook. The question is that rook already trapped? If I go here, what's gonna happen? Knight e7. Yeah, the rook is trapped. So the takeaway here, if she does this, knight d7. But why? That was a poison pawn? Or this rook has no other choice? Hold on, let's take a look back. How? Oh, why did Aleksandra didn't do like this instead? Was that a blunder? No, it isn't. Okay, g6, and then d takes c5, b takes c5, pawn c4, king f8, c takes bishop c4, bishop c6, and then takes this, b6, and then rook takes, and then rook takes bishop b5, rook c2, and pretty much it's a rook and knight versus bishop and knight, which is not looking good. Or shortly, it's rook versus bishop. But with rook e8 and then rook ff5 and then rook takes, why didn't Aleksandra took a move of d takes e5? Pretty much could have been perfect, or like she can move anywhere between d7, e8, or h7. If I would be me, I would go d7. And then probably knight f3, and so much so for g6, and then push the pawn. No, step back. And that's that. Rook c8 could have been a safe one for this rook. So let's go back to rook takes c6. So here, I think Aleksandra had no other choice for this. Rook takes c6, rook takes bishop b5, rook c2, knight c4, knight e5, b3, rook c3, bishop a4, and then knight takes e3, knight takes b6, rook c2, bishop goes to b5, rook check, king h1, and as you can see, it's already in danger for this king. So rook b2, knight check, king e7, knight c5, king d6, knight check, king d5, b4, knight, king e4, knight c5, king f3, bishop d3, and pawn goes to f5. And in this position, Aleksandra Goryachkina resigned, because even though there's kind of like a passed pawn, and this one, there's also passed pawn in here, without this, rook is still more powerful over bishop, which is kind of like virtually kind of impossible. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just kind of confused. Why did Aleksandra didn't go for d takes e5? It says orange, so, or it's a bad move for d takes e5. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. Maybe push pawn? Not a push pawn, you know. Well, that's pretty much, you know, the pass pawn and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for round number 11 of the FIDE Candidates, and there was an elimination that just happened. Apparently there's no, as of round 11, nobody is still eliminated from round number 11 of the FIDE Candidates 2026 in the women's division, women's section rather. So who was eliminated in round 11? So in round 11, hold on. Round 11, because there was an elimination in the open section, there was a mass elimination. So because Javokir Sinarov draw his game, that means Hikaru Nakamura, Wei Yi, Matthias Bluebaum, and Rameshbabu Pragnananda are officially eliminated from the World Championship contention, so they can no longer catch up on the top leader of the World Chess Championship in the open section because everybody got a draw anyway. So yeah, that's gonna be it in round 11 here at Pawn POW, a chess series of Paul POW FIDE Candidates 2026. Thank you for watching, POW fam. Don't forget to subscribe on our main channel, Paul POW, and our vlog channel, POW Vlogs, because you have to look forward on our Paul POW and the Arts on Paul POW Cost Venture vlog for Patron and the Arts, Patrons of the Arts Summer Edition that was held last April 11 and 12. So I'm so excited to share my experience there and meet some of the greatest animators in the country. I'll just not spoil it for now. Alright, and do follow as well on our socials and also on Facebook as well, Paul POW, and also for our vlog channel, and also on our other socials, Twitch, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and on Blue Sky. So that's pretty much it. We'll see you tomorrow for round number 12 post-round analysis here at Pawn POW, a chess series of Paul POW. This has been Paul POW saying so long here at the Galaxy.